say geriatrics. I prefer geriatrics in a long-term care setting. So y'all know, if y'all been watching my other videos, first of all, let me say welcome to my new subscribers. Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. To my oldest but goodies, y'all already know. Y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for staying tuned in, for interacting in that comment section. Y'all know I'm always down in that comment section, interacting back with everyone. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Y'all know I'm partaking in this 12 days of Christmas. So y'all know, when y'all see me on this stretcher road and y'all see this uniform on, y'all already know it's making money time. It's time to go make some money. So if you've been watching my channel, you know that just recently I got canceled for 3 12-hour shifts, and those shifts I would have made around $2,000. I think it actually was a little more than $2,000, but I didn't really do the calculations. But it was close to $2,000. I was canceled for all 3 of those shifts. I wasn't heartbroken. I was disappointed. But I got on a mission to try to pick up some shifts to make that money back. So today I am, y'all see, like I said, this stretcher road, y'all know this means money. When y'all see this background, and me in this uniform, y'all know I'm going to make some money. Woke up this morning, and got a message from a co-worker at my PRN job asking, she put it actually in the group chat. She was like, would anybody be interested in picking up 7 to 3 tomorrow? So y'all know I'm trying to recoup some money. I had already picking up some shifts to recoup about 1,200 of the 2,000. And so I was like, okay, well, this can add back to it, you know. Even though I'm working tomorrow night, you know, I can finagle this. I can make this work, especially it being on a weekend. Y'all know it's a little more low key on the weekend. So I told her I could. So you know, so my plan was to stay to my daughter's house until Saturday. But with that shift coming up Saturday morning, I had to take my son back home. So I was going to come back home tonight, and you know, and then get myself together and get settled to come to work tomorrow. Right after I agreed to do that, I guess one of the other co-workers saw, and y'all, I forgot one of my co-workers had asked me to work this weekend for her, and I had to turn it down because I was scheduled with that other place that canceled me. But like I said, I had forgotten she asked me to work. So she hit me outside of the group chat and was like, would you be interested in coming in from 4 to 7? Now, mind you, I'm not doing, even though I would have had to do the ride anyway to come to work tomorrow, I'm not about to jump up for 3 hours now. I like money, but I'm not about to jump up for 3 hours. Even though those 3 hours would have recouped the money that I spent yesterday. You know, sometimes I think about just getting back the money I spent, but I wasn't gung-ho about, you know, coming to do 3 hours. And so I told her that wasn't worth the ride, you know. Because she know I live out of town. Then she was like, oh, well, can you come do 6 hours? Now, that may not seem like a lot to some, because that's only an extra 2 hours. But mind you, I make pretty good on my PRN. So those extra 2 hours made it a little more enticing. So I told her I could. And that's where I'm heading now. I have already gone home. I've already taken my son. I had my daughter iron my uniform so it can be ready for me to jump in when I get there. Got home, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, did, you know, a little bit of tidying of myself. Packed another bag, because now I have to pack uniforms, because the bag I had didn't have uniforms in it. I wasn't anticipating working, but now I had to repack my bag because I need to put another set of uniforms in there, because I'm, you know, I got to work tomorrow morning at this same facility. Hey y'all, so I had to come back because that traffic was slowing down. There's the wreck on the interstate, and it has put me back because I was actually going to get there at 1:15. Child, I was going to get there at 1:15, which was already late. Why I'm not going to get there like 1:45 now? Because the traffic had already started, you know, was slowing down, and now I'm having to take the back road, which is causing me to be like, it's like 142. Being that I'm on the back roads, I want to try to take a chance to drive it out, but I don't know these roads. Y'all know these back roads be having deer and curves and all all kind of stuff. But anyway, so to get back to what I said, I texted the girl who I'm relieving it. She was like, that's fine. She'll wait for me to get there. This new look of nursing is not how nursing used to be. I feel like people, because a lot of nurses have gone on TikTok, on YouTube, like I'm one of them. I'm not gonna say I'm not one of them, but I'm not that focused on this in nursing, because a lot of people have gone on these social media sites and they have made nursing look like this luxurious lifestyle. A lot of people have lost respect for nurses. I think a lot of people have had instances with nurses where they feel like nurses were mean to them or nurses were this and that, but they weren't vocal about it. Not saying they shouldn't have been vocal. I think they just weren't vocal about it because, okay, they just weren't vocal about it. But nursing was always a respected profession. One of the most trusted and respected professions outside of doctors. And I wouldn't even say doctors were so much trusted because, you know, the doctors really don't spend that. What the hell? Y'all, I had to come back to y'all because this GPS was telling me to turn on roads that didn't look like roads. I was confused. I finally just turned into one. And it's a dirt road that turns into a highway. So, child, let me tell you, you in the South with these old back roads and stuff, you never know. I've never seen this road. I've never been over here. Anywho, like I was saying, you just have to be prepared. You have to be, y'all, let me tell y'all, this is something. I almost wish I would have stayed on the interstate in the damn traffic. So, and then it's going to mess my money up because instead of me even, I'm sitting there talking I'm going to push it to a 7-hour shift. I'm going to be back to a 5-hour shift because of me being thrown behind. But anywho, so yeah, you just have to be prepared because I feel like TikTok has glamorized nursing, and and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm not on TikTok. I don't know if it was older nurses that was doing it, because I feel like the older nurses, we was making our money in silence, and we was making our money like just in nursing groups and nursing forums, sharing that information with each other and stuff like that. TikTok was leaving it up for the world to see. So you were seeing these nurses with Coach bags, Gucci bags, just all kind of luxurious stuff. But I feel like TikTok has really glamorized nursing to the point where people don't have respect for it because they feel like, oh, y'all just doing it for the money. And I'm gonna be honest, and y'all can take it how y'all want. I'm gonna be honest. I do feel like a lot of people are becoming nurses for the money. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not gonna say something wrong with that, but let me tell y'all know how many nurses, y'all know how many people I know going to school for nursing? Back when I became a nurse and back when I went back to school for my RN in 2008, even though I didn't finish all the way, I just dropped out. And then back when I went again in 2017, the people I knew going to school for nursing was few and far between. I really didn't know anybody going back to school for nursing. Fast forward to now, everybody and their mama going to school for nursing. Everybody and their mama going to school for nursing. People I never even heard that even had any interest in nursing, they going to school for nursing. Like I said, back when I went to school for nursing, I didn't know anybody in school for nursing other than the students I was in there with, and none of them were from my hometown. None of them. Not a one. When I went back from my RN, I was still in that hometown that I lived in. None of the people in my hometown were in school for nursing. Oh no, I lied. There was none. None of the people I knew was in school for nursing in my hometown. I'm just talking about my hometown. Went back from my RN the second time because I dropped out the first time. I went to another city. I was in another city, but still I knew what was going on in my hometown. And one person was in school for nursing, and that was my cousin that I knew. Nobody else I knew was in school for nursing. I think there was a couple people in that town that went to school with her from that town, but it might have been like 3 people. Child, fast forward to post-pandemic, everybody, their mama, their daughter, their grandchild, everybody in school to become a nurse. And I'm just like, it's a damn shame because, first of all, I know y'all personally, y'all don't have the bedside manner to be in. Look at this trash company, child. They ain't playing. They gonna make their money. They all over. They in a whole nother county. But some of y'all probably can relate to what I'm saying. like everybody I know now want to be a nurse. But I even hear people tell me, they tell their kids to go into nursing because they can make good money. Now, I know that was a way of thinking for other people in other cultures. I know, I'm gonna call it out. In the Filipino cultures, I know that they push for their kids to go into nursing because of the money. And I know in African cultures, they push for their kids to go for doctor, nursing, or engineer because of the money. I know that. But in our culture, in a Black American culture, there was never really a push for us to become nurses unless someone in our family was a nurse. Like I said, when I became a nurse, it wasn't because anybody in my family was telling me, go be a nurse, go be a nurse. I didn't know any nurses in my family. It's just that I became a CNA, and that just seemed like the next logical step was to become a nurse. And I just do it so well. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I do it well. Let me say, I do it well. And I love geriatrics to start anyway, but I hope this video don't seem all over the place. I started out trying to give you steps to prepare yourself for nursing, and now I'm talking about all these new nurses. Everybody I see becoming a nurse, I'm like, my goodness, it's like half of my hometown becoming nurses now. They should never have a shortage. Now, this gonna be a jumbled up video because I'm in these roads in this town that I work in. I ain't never seen these places. I didn't even know this exists. Child, I guess it's all kind of places out here. Girl, I ain't never seen these places. I'm like, where these places come from? All I can do is depend on the GPS, because I know I'm in the city I work in, but I don't know where I'm at. But so yeah, just be prepared, because it's not all, those TikTok nurses that have y'all confused, because let me say, some of the places I be seeing them doing videos in the middle of the hall, and I would have never done that. Like, social media driving them to do all kind of off the wall shit. I would have never got in the middle of the hall at my job and did a video. But I guess they making money. They becoming, they getting very wealthy off of it. Child, I was confused for a minute, but I know where I'm at now. So yeah, y'all. Damn, this video, I don't even know how long this video gonna be. I might have to make another video. I might have to shorten this one, because this is like, I think 30 minutes, and I just said a bunch of everything and then said a bunch of nothing, because I'm gonna cut half of it out, because I didn't even finish where I started where I wanted to go and didn't finish there. So I'm about to pull up to the job, y'all. Hey y'all, I know y'all can barely see me, but anywho, so earlier today, y'all, GPS was taking me all over the place. And there was a wreck on the interstate, and it had to slow down. So I actually didn't make it to the job to 145. But let me tell y'all know I was saying I wanted to try to get some extra hours. This is why I say I feel like I am blessed. And y'all might say, blessed because you can work. Yeah, blessed because I can work, and blessed because things work out for me. So I came in for one of my peers who wanted to leave early, and I told her I would get here at 1, and it was supposed to be 1 to 7. I said I was gonna try to stay to 1 to 8. So give me a little extra hours, y'all. Y'all know the whole story, be trying to make up my hours or whatever. Anyway, didn't clock into 150, y'all. That's just how far behind that accident had me. So I was like, dang, I told her I didn't want to come here and work for 4 hours, and here I am getting here and gonna be doing a 2 to 7. I'm only working 5 hours. That's like kind of defeating the purpose. So anyway, I'm doing the work, I'm going along, and I look at the schedule just to see like who's coming in, and I noticed that they are missing. Y'all know, I remember I told y'all the job has a 7 to 11 nurse, a 7P to 11 nurse. Well, they don't have one for tonight. They don't have one on the schedule. And so I asked the scheduler, I was like, do you have somebody coming in at 7P, 7 to 11? And she was like, no, I couldn't find anybody. And I was like, oh, okay. I told her, I said, well, I'm going to stay. I said, I may not stay till 11. I may stay till like 9 or 10 just to get the meds out. I said, but I'm going to stay. And she was like, oh, okay, that'll work good. Child, look how God worked it out, y'all. Look how God worked it out. So I'm still getting my hours without having to just hang around on the clock to get them, and not without having to like ride the clock to get them. I'm still getting my hours. And it's my choice if I want to stay till 9, if I want to stay till 10, if I want to stay till 11, I can. I could stay 2 to 11, like I got here 1:50, so 2 o'clock till 11 and get a full 9 hours if I want to. I don't think I'm gonna do that because I come back tomorrow morning. But I'm just like, look how God worked it out. Look how he worked that out. So I might stay till like 9:30, y'all. I might stay to 9:30 and yeah, give me like 7.5 hours. It all worked out. It all worked out. It all came together in the end, y'all. So I just jumped back in here, y'all. Like I said, I didn't want to offend anybody about what I talked about earlier. I just feel like nursing has lost some of its, nursing has lost a lot of the respect that we had from the public. But nursing has lost a lot of what it had in the past, like a lot of it. And I'm not blaming the younger nurses, and I'm not blaming the older nurses. And I don't know what we can do about it, y'all. I really don't. I feel like a lot of people now don't have the patience that, you know, we had back in the day. And it's because a lot of people are a lot more, it's a lot to be in a nurse, y'all. I'm not gonna, it's a lot to be in a nurse, but I feel like if nurses were a little more thorough in certain things and doing their work, and I'm speaking for long-term care, and I'm speaking for acute care too. Mistakes are a little harder to make in acute care in certain systems you have, because you have to scan the medication and scan the patient wristband, and it has to match up or the flag. Even though patients have gotten the wrong medication, I don't know how they do it. Well, sometimes the scan thing don't work and you have to manually put it in. So nurses have been, patients have been known to get the wrong medication because of that. Because when I worked, even when I worked with Cerner and when I worked with Epic, you scan the patient and you scan the medication. If it didn't match something on your MAR, it was a red flag that wasn't the right medication or it wasn't the right dose or something. Although mistakes still can happen. But in long-term care, it's a lot of like the nurse, it's a lot on the nurses. There is no 2 and 3 and 4 checks outside of the nurse's eyes and the nurses being thorough. And I feel like they just aren't as thorough. They just aren't as thorough. And I think and I'm gonna say it's intentional because they don't look, like they don't do the checks. They just don't do the checks, and it's doing patients more harm. The nurses aren't thorough and the nurses aren't proactive. And I hate to talk bad on nurses, but it's just like when you run across 2 or 3 or 4 of them that's like that, and then you and they in one setting, it's like, what's really going on? Like, who trained y'all? It's real bad. It's real bad. And so like I came in tonight, this patient who has behaviors every day, every night, this patient has behaviors. Why is he out of his medication to, you know what I'm saying? Why is he out of his, there's no reason this man should be out of this medication. Everybody who works with him knows how bad his behaviors are. Whoever gave that last dose of that medication should have put in for a script to be written for that medication to be refilled. Like stuff like that, I really, it pisses me off. It really pisses me off, y'all, because then the next person who had to come in and work with him he's a child. It's just, anyway, before I get too passionate about this, I'm going to sign off. This is Vlogmas 12 Days of Christmas. This is episode 8, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.